In a village where the moon hung low, like a silver coin dropped carelessly into the velvet pocket of the sky, there was a tale whispered among the dreamers. They spoke of the Sandman not as a mere sprinkle of sleep dust, but as a maestro of the night, a weaver of invisible threads that stitched the world into slumber. His music was no ordinary tune. It was the breath of the cosmos, a symphony so vast and intricate that it could only be heard in the spaces between heartbeats. On a night when the stars had tucked themselves behind thick clouds, a boy named Eli lay awake. His mind was a restless hive, buzzing with thoughts that refused to settle. But then, like a whisper from another realm, he heard it. A sound so faint it might have been his imagination, yet so alive it seemed to pulse in his veins. It was a melody, but not one played on any instrument he knew. It was the sound of shadows dancing, of wind threading through leaves, of time itself folding and unfolding. Eli, with his curiosity sharper than the chill in the air, slipped out of bed. The village was a ghost town, the cobblestone streets glowing faintly under the moon's shy light. The music led him to the forest, where the trees stood like ancient sentinels, their bark etched with the secrets of centuries. The air here was thicker, heavier, as if the very atmosphere was holding its breath. And then he saw him. The Sandman was not what Eli had expected. He was neither old nor young, neither solid nor ghost. He was a flicker, a ripple in the fabric of reality. His form shifted like smoke, his edges blurring into the night. In his hands, he held no instrument, yet the air around him vibrated with sound. His fingers moved as if plucking invisible strings, and with each motion, the world seemed to sigh in response. Eli stepped closer, his bare feet silent on the mossy ground. The Sandman turned to him, his eyes like twin galaxies, swirling with light and shadow. "You hear it," he said, his voice a melody in itself. "What is it?" Eli asked, his voice barely a whisper. "The secret symphony," the Sandman replied, "the song that binds the world together. It is the lullaby of the stars, the rhythm of the tides, the hum of the earth as it turns. Few can hear it, and even fewer can understand it." Eli's heart raced. "Why can I hear it?" The Sandman smiled, a slow, knowing curve of his lips. "Because you are not just a dreamer. You are a listener, and the world has been waiting for someone like you." He extended a hand, and though it seemed to dissolve into mist, Eli felt its warmth. "Come," he said, "let me show you the music of the night." Together they stepped into the forest, and as they walked, the symphony grew louder. It was in the rustle of leaves, the creak of branches, the distant call of an owl. It was in the way the moonlight spilled through the trees, painting the ground with silver. It was in the pulse of Eli's own heartbeat, steady and strong. The Sandman led him to a clearing where the air shimmered like liquid glass. "This is where the symphony begins," he said. "Every night I conduct it, weaving dreams into the fabric of the world. But tonight, you will help me." Eli's eyes widened. "Me? But I don't know how." "You already do," the Sandman said. "Close your eyes and listen." Eli obeyed, and as he did, the symphony enveloped him. It was no longer outside him. It was within him, a part of him. He raised his hands, and though he didn't know how, he began to move them, conducting the music that flowed through him. The forest came alive. Trees swayed in time to the melody, flowers bloomed in bursts of color, and the stars peeked out from behind the clouds, their light dancing to the rhythm. The world was a symphony, and Eli was its conductor. When the music finally faded, Eli opened his eyes. The Sandman was gone, but the forest still hummed with the echoes of the symphony. He felt a peace he had never known, a calm that settled deep in his bones. As he walked back to the village, the first light of dawn painted the sky. Eli knew he would never struggle to sleep again. He had heard the secret symphony, and it would forever sing in his dreams. And so, the legend of the Sandman grew, but only Eli knew the truth. The symphony was not just his, it belonged to anyone who dared to listen. Now, dear listener, as the stars twinkle above and the night wraps its gentle arms around you, it's time to close your eyes. Let the Sandman's secret symphony guide you into a world of dreams where the music of the universe hums softly in your heart. Sleep well, for the night is your canvas, and your dreams are its masterpiece. Good night.